Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's video is all about Volumio and its latest Motivo flagship streamer. But before I dive into the streamer, I just want to give you a brief introduction of Volumio, the company based in Italy, and it has been around for more than a decade. Volumio started as a software company where they developed free software Volumio operating system for Raspberry Pi. If you have been around in the audiophile or digital streaming market for a long time, you may have come across this Volumio operating system sometime around in year 2012 or 14. I can't remember exactly which year I started using Volumio operating. So in the past they were a software company, but they go into hardware as well. Volumio started manufacturing their own hardware streamer and sold quite a few in the past. But at that point in time, I didn't quite pay much attention to them until I met them in Munich in year 2022, where they released these three streamers. So there are three models in 2022. The first one is Revo, the pure transport streamer. It allows you to connect external DAC to this streamer over its digital outputs. So this Volumio Revo is a pure transport, a digital transport that doesn't have analog output stage. The second one, let me just put it aside. The second one, it is a streamer with analog output. As you can tell at the back of the unit, there are XLR and analog RCA output that allows you to connect to active loudspeaker or integrated amplifier or preamplifier for signal amplification in analog domain. So in short, Primo is a version of Revo plus built-in DAC internally. But what makes Revo outstanding as compared to Primo was its digital signal processing inside Revo. So inside Revo, there are more things done to cleanse the digital signal, and in fact, we sell more Revo than Primo for that particular reason, partly because I think we carry different brands of DAC, and customer of ours, our customer already have DAC available with them. They do not need Primo or a streamer that comes with analog output, so they will go for Revo, a pure digital transport that doesn't have analog output stage. The third unit is quite interesting, my personal favor, this Integro. Integro is an all-in-one streamer that comes with headphone output as well as loudspeaker output. Yes, there is Class D amplifier built into this Integro streamer cum amplifier that allows you to drive loudspeaker right away. So if you just want a simple system and you want to stream music through a streamer and you don't want to go into separate where you need to have a DAC, you need to have a preamp, power amp or integrated amp for that matter, you can go for Integro where it does its jobs all in one, that allows you to stream music, allows you to stream music not only through streaming services, it also allows you to stream music through Bluetooth. It even comes with analog input as well. If you have tuner or have some other analog equipment that you want to connect to this Integro, it is possible to use this as an integrated amplifier to amplify the signal that you have connected to the analog input here to drive a pair of loudspeaker. I've tried it with easy to drive to moderate, hard to drive loudspeaker, and this guy can certainly pump sufficient volume to the moderate, hard to drive loudspeaker with satisfactory volume. But don't talk about sound quality because this doesn't cost. The cost of this guy is reasonable, it's affordable, but if you want the final bit of improvement that audiophile wanted, this may not be for you. But for the convenience of this all-in-one Integro, It is good for simple consumer desktop setup, home hi-fi system, a simple one that just put on top of your console to drive a pair of loudspeaker. This is a good option, I would say. This year, Volumio came out with this touchscreen Motivo streamer. It's the flagship streamer, comes with headphone amp, comes with digital output. It's an interesting one that I will go into it later. It also comes with built-in deck. And some review already published recently, and it was pretty positive. I've used it for the past couple of weeks, and I would say this is a pretty competent unit. If you want something that comes with a touchscreen and a nice display, Italian design, yes, it is made in Italy. Volumio MOTIVO is something that should be in your list to consider. It runs Volumio operating system, of course, it's by the company, and it has a touchscreen. It's pretty sleek design. On the front panel, there isn't any other button except for this. This is a multi-purpose button where this allows you to turn on the unit, to put the unit in standby, as well as to control the volume. Yes, as you turn on this button here, the knob here, it allows you to control the volume. So it comes with volume control. It can be bypassed or it can be enabled for you to control the volume output. And it has, I have to have the DC cable connected, so I can't really move it freely, so please bear with me. It comes with analog output, XLR, and RCA. So it allows you to connect to active loudspeaker or integrated amplifier right away. If you have active loudspeaker, you may use the built-in volume control to control the volume. You notice this two XLR connector is a bit different. It comes with 6.3 mm headphone output as well. Each of them serve different purposes. One for high impedance headphone and the other one for low impedance headphone. Yes, you may just plug the headphone jack, headphone connector of the headphone right away to this headphone jack, and it will drive the headphone right away. I tried it with a few pairs of headphones. It does a pretty good job in driving them. But again, an all-in-one is more of a convenience rather than to the ultimate sound quality that audiophile is craving for. But for the price point and for the convenience, I think this feature comes in handy. So I enjoy this quite a lot, and I also used its analog output to integrated amplifier on my desktop to drive pretty hard to drive loudspeaker that I use here. Yes, I moved my magical A3 into this room, so I do not need much power. My integrated amplifier is this, where is it? This one, the Choco Ime. It's a small amplifier that can drive this pair of magical A3 loudspeaker in my small room at much louder than expected. So I use this analog output of the Motivo to my integrated amplifier to drive this pair of loudspeaker, and the sound quality is pretty good. I also use this Motivo as a digital transport. Before I go into details, I should look for my pointer. Right. There are digital output from this Motivo. Volumio positioned this as the flagship streamer, not only as a streamer, but also you may see, I'm not sure whether this cable is blocking the vision or not, but there is this HDMI connector here. It is not a typical HDMI, but is what audiophile is looking for. It's an I2S output. And the I2S output PCM and DSD signal, and it works with, I have not tested, it works with a variety of DAC available on the market with the pinout selection on the Volumio operating system that allows you to configure the I2S pinout of the I2S port to match with different DAC available on the market. I've tested Dynaflips, of course. I've tested Singser. It works pretty well for both PCM and DSD over I2S. It also comes with optical and RCA SPDIF output. Just in case your DAC doesn't come with I2S input, you may use the SPDIF signal for the connection as you use it as a digital transport. There are also USB port here, allows you to use it as a USB, allows you to connect the USB output to an external DAC using USB cable. I've tested all of them with quite an extensive amount of time with different sampling rate. PCM, DSD, it works pretty well and sounds pretty good in my opinion. So all in all, this Volumio MOTIVO is a very good all-in-one streamer that comes with analog output, headphone amplifier, volume control, as well as quite a good variety of digital output that you may want to connect to your external DAC. Will I recommend this to customers who are just starting up this hobby? Yes, you may. You may consider this Volumio MOTIVO if you are just starting up in this hobby. It's a good all-in-one that allows you to use its operating system right away without a third-party software that you need for some of the streamer. For example, a Rune endpoint streamer that you need to use Rune. That is another additional cost that you need to purchase the Rune operating system. But for streamer like this that comes with its own operating system has an advantage over the other one, where the operating system allows you to have streaming services built in, Tidal, Cobas, Spotify, almost all the streaming services that you want is available in Volumio operating system. And it also allows you to play local content over USB network attached storage NAS through Wi-Fi or RJ45 Ethernet connection. It also comes with built-in Bluetooth, just in case you want to stream music over your phone to this MOTIVO is possible. Yeah, yes, my phone is currently showing the Volumio operating system as a remote control that allows you to remotely control this MOTIVO using the phone application, the operating system, the Volumio app that is available to download on Apple Store and Android Play Store. So that it comes with headphone end as well, volume control available that allows you to drive desktop headphone system, active loudspeaker. It also comes with most audiophile wanted I2S output, digital USB output, SPDIF output. All in all, it's a pretty competent all-in-one streamer that I will recommend not only for seasoned audiophile, but also for customers who just started this journey, the hi-fi journey. But how about the rest of the Volumio streamer? There are different price points, so it really depends on your budget. If you have budget for the high-end one, I would highly recommend to go for the higher end one. But otherwise, you may consider other streamer available on my desktop or available on the market. I think I've covered most of the stuff that I want to talk about in this video. Do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.